Good morning! I am officially in Argentina. You can't tell. I'm in the Airbnb bedroom in Argentina. But I'm in Argentina. I realized in my last video, I totally sprung this on you guys. I didn't tell you until the day before I was leaving that I was planning on essentially moving to Argentina / South America for like 2 to 3 months. But I'm here now. And that's what's going on. Let me give you like a brief little tour of the Airbnb. This is the bedroom. Very exciting. Bathroom, yonder. Bathroom number 2, yonder. Bedroom number 2, over there. This is a very exciting tour. It's not a very big place. Kitchen. We have a full kitchen. Look at that. Look at that. Stove. Microwave. Little living room. They're replacing our TV because it wasn't working. And then I'm here with my boyfriend. He's out there. He's cold plunging. He's been cold plunging every morning. Also, that's his little dog, Mello. You will see lots of her in these videos. So Marissa, why are you in Argentina? What is happening? This is so random. Well, short story. I've been wanting to just like go travel for like the longer term, like not like a 3-day trip, like a month plus trip for a couple years now. I was about to book a long trip to Australia in February of 2020. We all know how 2020 went. Longer story, my boyfriend also loves travel. He is writing a book that is going to take place in Buenos Aires. And so he wanted to come here to do some research for the book and like spend time getting to know the culture, etc., etc. So he was like, wanna go to Argentina? I was like, sure, let's do it. So now we're here. So as of filming this, we've actually been here for about a week. So my plan is to kind of walk you guys through like what differences there are, I suppose, and like how I see my health and fitness journey going while here, and like how I'm adjusting culturally in the context of health and fitness. I'll just take you through a day of my life living in Argentina. It's very exciting. I'm very excited to be here. First things first, I'm gonna get dressed, get ready, go get myself a little iced mocha. Old habits die hard. Language barrier can't stop me. So I told you guys that I wanted to scale back on my caffeine consumption because it was getting a little bit out of hand, but now I'm in a new place that has so many adorable little coffee shops with amazing, delicious coffee. So we are postponing the Marissa Scales Back on caffeine project until I have sufficiently explored all of the amazing little coffee shops and got to try all of the mochas of Buenos Aires. Thank you. Alrighty, this is what we got for breakfast. Our fridge is barren right now. This is everything other than like an apple and a jar of peanut butter. So grocery shopping is on the list of things to do today. But for now, this is what we're working with for breakfast. So I'm gonna make us some eggs with a little bit of broccoli. I'm gonna add some artichokes to mine. We have some hot sauce. We'll see if I use that. Avocado, cooking them in a little butter. It's gonna be good. Also, this is the coffee cup from the place that we just went to get coffee. They're not wrong. They have the best coffee that I've like ever had in my life, I think. A+. Yes, adore you all of the time. I like to I like to I like to love you every day. kind of crazy how clearly you can see the difference between pasture-raised and not pasture-raised eggs. The yolk for pasture-raised eggs is a lot darker because it's so much more full of nutrients, because the chickens themselves were given more nutrients, so they have just more nutrients in their eggs, whereas non-pasture-raised eggs don't get as many nutrients, and so the yolk is just lighter in color because it's less dense with nutrients. I was hoping the last pallet of eggs that we bought were pasture-raised, but I don't think that they were, because that's what we just bought. That's what I had. It's okay though. Not a big deal. And speaking of pasture-raised eggs, that is one thing that I'm like learning to navigate here right now. And I totally didn't research before I came, because I'm just gonna do the best that I can with what I have. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm only eating like the highest quality meat and produce. Like, I try to do that at home because that's my like standard, and I want my standard to be high quality. But while I'm traveling, like, what I get is what I get, and that's fine. But I would like to try to, you know, optimize as much as I can. So I think I've figured out the pasture-raised meat thing. I think I've figured out where to get the best quality veggies, but eggs. I'm still stuck with eggs and figuring out how to know if they're pasture-raised or not. So if anyone has any tips on that, let me know. I do know that like in South America in general, pasture-raised is not really a thing, and especially was not until recently, because all animals were just pasture-raised, as they should be. And so I know it's not gonna be as clear-cut as it is back home, but just learning. It's a learning experience. One thing that I have been quite pleasantly surprised to discover is the prevalence of gluten-free food. I ate gluten-free pancakes for breakfast at a cafe yesterday. It was lovely. It's been very easy to like find food, eat out, feel like I'm eating high-quality food while I'm eating out, which is nice. And honestly, I think I feel better eating out here than I do in the US. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that like there's so many ingredients that we allow in the US that like a lot of other countries don't allow, because they're shown to potentially not to be really good for you. But I don't know what Argentina specifically allows or doesn't allow, so we're just guessing at this point. Our avocado was not ripe. You want an unripe avocado? Yeah. Okay. And we have breakfast for two. 4 scrambled eggs each with some broccoli, and I threw just a tiny bit of spinach, the spinach that I could salvage out of that like wilted salad that I had, and some artichoke in here, and we got avocado, hot sauce. That's gonna be breakfast. So I think we're about to go to the gym. One of the first things we did when we got here was look at all the gyms and pick the best one. So Project Comeback continues. I did briefly pause Project Comeback when I left and when we were like traveling and looking for gyms. So I took maybe like 4 days off. I don't know. I wasn't really keeping track because it didn't really matter. But now we have a gym. It's really close by and we're going regularly, and I'm right back in the driver's seat of my own wagon. This is very loud out here. So my goal now with exercise is just stay consistent while traveling, but obviously be flexible. Like, we're planning on living here for at least a month, but taking like small trips to other places and stuff. And so, you know, if we take like a 3-day trip to somewhere else and I can't get my workout in, it's not a big deal. Like, the goal is just to be consistent and stay on the wagon, like when the wagon is available to me. And if I choose to drive my wagon elsewhere and not be on track for a couple days, like, that's okay. So for my workouts, I'm currently trying to train 5 days a week. I'm doing an upper-lower split for 4 days, and then my 5th day is either like a cardio day or a yoga day or kind of like whatever else I'm feeling. So my general plan would be, you know, if I'm gonna miss a couple days from the gym, if I can do like an upper body day, a lower body day, and a full body day instead of like a second upper and lower day, I might do that. So I guess the goal is just to like plan ahead and maximize what I can do in the space and time that I have to do it. We are off to restock our fridge with fresh produce. One of my absolute favorite things about being here so far is the like quick accessibility to fresh produce. Like, just being able to walk down the street, pop into a little shop, get fresh veggies and fruit. Amazing. Don't have to drive to Whole Foods. Love it. Okay, little Buenos Aires grocery haul. We got onion, broccoli, apple, zucchini, avocado. Got this little pesto. Been wanting to make some pesto eggs. There's also a ton of like gluten-free pasta, so I want to make some pesto pasta. Some Gouda cheese in here, carrots, green beans, Brussels sprouts, and spinach. And we have a mellow. Hi, you don't get any food right now, I'm sorry. Maybe in a bit though. Today's leg day, getting ready to go to the gym. Gonna have a little pre-gym sneaky snack. By sneaky snack, I mean I got this little gluten-free dulce de leche pastry of some sort, and I have just been slowly nibbling away at it. I was gonna save this for dessert tonight, but I think I can afford to have a couple bites as a pre-workout snack. And then I also brought some Organifi green juice, but I brought some other pure because I love using this stuff as a pre-workout. It's meant to be like a digestive boost and to boost cognitive function, but it has lion's mane and coffee berry, which are good at like boosting focus. And I find that supplements that like boost focus rather than necessarily are like full of caffeine are what help me like stay in the zone during my workout and help me get a great workout. So speaking of supplements, in case you're wondering what I've deemed important enough to bring while I'm gonna be gone for 2 to 3 months, we have, of course, Organifi's green juice to make sure I get in enough greens if there's days where like I don't have access to veggies and stuff, and then I have some of the pure in here. I accidentally brought 2 because I packed one and unpacked it and somehow managed to repack it and pack this. So I just have a ton of green juice. Of course, I have my probiotic. I have some Organifi protein. This is my boyfriend's. And then I just grabbed a ton of Symbiotica supplements. I wanted to bring all of them, but like obviously couldn't. So I brought some vitamin C just because with traveling, you're more inclined to get sick. Lots of vitamin C, and then I have some of their creatine and their glutamine. Oh, and then I also brought all of my Viome supplements. I did that whole gut health test thing, and they gave me the like personalized supplements, so I'm taking those as well. You might think it's excessive to bring this whole thing, but like I took the whole test and I wanted to go through with like actually following a prescription. So I figured if I was gonna be gone, I should bring them. Not spawn, just wanted to share that with you guys. Also, for anyone who's noticed, I did get bangs like 2 weeks ago. They lasted a grand total of maybe 4 days before I realized that I was right. I am way too low maintenance for curly bangs. There was no way they were gonna survive without just being like put back with the rest of my hair. So I do still have bangs, but I don't use them as bangs. Maybe one day. Today is not the day. Anywho, I'm off to the gym. I'm not gonna take you guys with me because it gets very busy at this time, and I'm not about to start filming in a place where if they asked me to stop filming, I wouldn't know what they were saying to me. So see you guys back here.
Several song-filled hours later.
Alrighty, workout accomplished, and now for a little post-workout snack. I'm having half an apple covered in peanut butter and then as much of this trail mix as I could fit on my plate, and I made myself a little Organifi green juice to get some greens in because I've had like 0 veggies today other than what was in my eggs, which was not very much. I've just spent the last few hours starting to film the lessons for Fat Loss 101. I'm super excited with how this course is coming together. I think it's gonna be a game changer for a lot of people, and I think it's definitely unique within the industry. Like I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't believe in it, obviously, but like the goal is that it's going to be the antithesis of kind of all of the bad stuff in the fitness industry, with programs that promise like 30-day weight loss transformations or like lose your tummy in 2 weeks. Like, you know, those things that they always get your attention. You always try them and maybe they work, but like you lose all the results and progress within a couple weeks, months, whatever. Like the thing with weight loss programs is even if you hit your goal weight at some point because of the program, it didn't actually work if you regain the weight. Like if it didn't set you up to be able to keep the weight off long term, the program didn't work. As far as what I've seen when it comes to fat loss programs that are out there, none of them are real with you. Like this is going to take time and there's other stuff that you have to consider, and you can't just try to lose the weight as fast as possible. That's because getting people to lose the weight as fast as possible is what sells programs, but I'm in the business of helping people change their lives. And yes, I also sell programs, but like I don't want to do that if it is going to compromise other people's health and ultimately be like a negative thing in their life. Like I only want to sell programs that are going to actually positively benefit people. That means I sell fewer, that's okay. But speaking of which, when this video comes out, there will be less than a month until Fat Loss 101 is live for registration. Registration's only gonna be a week long. You're either in or you're not. The course is 6 months long, so you have a week to register,
and then the course goes for 6 months, and no one else is getting in after that week of registration. Maybe one day I'll change the format so that anyone can register at any time, but for now, like, I am coaching the course personally, and in order to do it the way that I want to do it right now, I need everyone to kind of be starting at the same time so we can all kind of go through it together. So I can give all of the students that are in it the best, like, most customized advice as they go through the course, as you might go through the course. Also, because I am coaching this and I'm the only coach coaching this, spaces are limited because I can only handle so many people at once, and I want to make sure I can address everyone's questions and make sure that, like, you get everything out of the course that you want to, and part of what you get out of the course is coaching with me, and so I want to make sure I can provide that to you. So spaces will be limited. So essentially, registration is going to open June 1st, but if you sign up for the waitlist at fatloss101.com, you can also find out more information about the course at fatloss101.com. But if you want to make sure you can get a space and you also want to save money, make sure you're on the waitlist because you'll get early access. So for people on the waitlist, registration opens on May 29th, and you will have those couple extra days before regular registration opens to secure yourself a spot so that you make sure you have a spot, because again, spaces are limited, and also you will save $250. So if that isn't an incentive to sign up for the waitlist, I should have led with that. If you're on the waitlist, you have the opportunity to do early bird registration, which saves you $250. So at the very least, go to fatloss101.com, get some more information, find out everything about the course. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, shoot me a message on Instagram. If you're not sure if, like, Fat Loss 101 or Reverse Dieting 101 is for you, I can help you kind of figure out which one you should go with. And then if you are interested, make sure you get yourself on the waitlist to save yourself a spot and save a ton of money. So anywho, I have been talking non-stop for like the last 4 hours filming these lectures, so my voice needs a break. So I'm gonna go cook some dinner. I may or may not be snacking on peanut butter as I cook dinner. But right now, cooking up some carrots and broccoli stalks in here. Got some little potatoes getting all roasty toasty in the oven. And for protein for me, I'm gonna heat up the rest of the steak that I made last night. And we have the final product. Steak definitely looks a little overcooked, but that's just because I seared it on both sides to heat it back up. And this is basically what my meals have been looking like the last couple days since getting to Argentina. Just basic veggies, a starch, and a protein. Can't go wrong. And for dessert, I'm gonna be finishing off my little dulce de leche desserty guy. And I also made myself a little cup of peppermint tea with just a smidge of honey. So overall, when it comes to being in Argentina, health and fitness wise, I'm feeling pretty good about everything. Definitely still things to learn, things to navigate. Learning kind of a new gym culture is interesting. There's definitely a lot of like little sacrifices being made when it comes to like things that I like to try to do for a healthy lifestyle, like not drinking out of plastic water bottles, drinking filtered water. Like a lot of these things are just a byproduct of I'm not in a permanent place, so I'm not going to carry all of the various things around with me that I would otherwise want to be using. That's okay. Like, I'm traveling, it's not a big deal. The difference in accessibility of certain foods and lack of accessibility in other things is very interesting to discover. Like, for example, in the US, if you pick up an almond milk in the grocery store, it likely is going to have a bunch of added like seed oils and other processed things to it. Here, most of the little stores that you walk into, you pick up the almond milk and it's literally just almonds and water in the ingredients. A different cafe that's like right around the corner from this apartment makes their own almond milk, like in-house. So it's literally just almonds and water, and it's fresh almond milk. So it's been kind of fun for me to discover things like that where it's like, wow, there's so much better access to certain higher quality products here. But then other things, like so far I have not been able to find a protein powder that would be up to standards of what I would normally spend my money on. If anyone knows how or where to find a like high quality clean protein powder in Buenos Aires, please leave a comment, let me know. I'm mostly just curious. I don't even know if I would buy it at this point because like Argentina has a lot of meat, and so getting in protein I don't think is going to be too much of a challenge, but I want to explore and discover and find cool places that have cool protein and things like that. So if that exists here, let me know. Not gonna lie, I really came into this trip super blind. Normally if I were to travel, I would do weeks of research ahead of time with like all the things that I want to do, and I would find all the places that like are super Marissa and like be super excited about them, but I've just had so much to do leading up to this trip that I just got here and I'm figuring it out as I go. Thank God for my boyfriend, or else I would be very lost. Just finished filming module 2 of Fat Loss 101 and it's now very late. So I think I'm gonna call it a night.
wrap up my work, go get ready for bed, maybe watch an episode of Ted Lasso with the boyfriend. That would be nice. But I hope you guys liked this video. I'm excited for you guys to join me on this adventure in Argentina. If you have any questions at all about anything, let me know. If you have travel recommendations for Argentina, please let me know. And South America in general, because we want to go everywhere. If you are interested in possibly participating in Fat Loss 101, do make sure you get yourself on the wait list to save yourself to $150 and make sure you save yourself a spot in the course. I'll leave a link to that down in the description box below. In the meantime, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does support me and my channel. I really genuinely appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, your family, and your gym buddies. If you want to see more content from me all about health and fitness, you can check it out over here. See future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!